All right, so next mod, in quotations, for the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness I own, got the Wild Clad, Door Clad, whatever thing. So yeah, it was literally called door cladding on the website. I got it from Subaru Parts Pro and not exactly Subaru Direct, but it is an official Subaru part. And the reason I got it through that other website, which is kind of a third party website, the design that I saw on the official Subaru parts store didn't look to be the exact same design as you'll see here. And this is a design that's specific to the Wilderness model. But yeah, for some reason on the main Subaru website, I just wasn't 100% confident I was getting the design I wanted to get. So I'm going to open this thing up. We'll go through the process. I'll install it on one side first, and then on the other side, I will, yeah, do more detailed walkthrough and just lessons learned from installing it on the first side. So I just opened the box. Hopefully this gives you all a better understanding of the design that I'm going for here. There you go right there. And I seem to be holding the stencil that's supposed to give me a sort of a guide so I can align this properly on the door. So when you open up the box, everything just comes as is right here. Seems to be some stripping for the adhesive, alcohol pads, and this is the back half for what looks to be the driver's side. And then the passenger side and stuff is all over here as well. Some more stencil. So yeah, it should be pretty straightforward, but I'm going to make sure I get this stencil on the side of the door as accurate as I possibly can and as flat as I can. And yeah, we'll go from there. One thing I want to point out, so I talked to my sales guy about this right here and how the door itself is a little bit higher on the driver's side for the rear door, or maybe this one's sagging, I don't know. But I sent this photo to him and he said not to really be concerned, that this is something normal in production. And I will add, so that's the top right there, and moving down along the door, everything else looks pretty damn straight. So I'm not going to be too concerned about it. I will go ahead and apply it. And same thing with this door edge guard right here. I will apply it anyway on top of that if need be. All right, excuse the mess, but first side is on. And it's not looking too bad. Let's go ahead and give it a door test. If I don't hit the table. Yeah, clearance is no problem at all. Cool. And I do have a heat gun. I did use a heat gun. Just not too much heat, just on there to ensure that everything's adhered correctly. Nothing seems to be peeling up. Gonna go ahead and film the other side. All right, so I got a footrest. I got tape for holding these pull tabs down. Got alcohol to wipe the area to make sure it's clean. And some tweezers just in case I need it for the pull tabs. And we're good to go. It's moments like these, I hope my phone's still recording video. All right, so just as I feared, my camera stopped recording for some reason, but here it is. All done and complete. Let's give this one an open test. Make sure I don't hit my table right here. I think that is good to go. Not too hard to install, just, I mean, the quality is going to be in how much patience you have and how much attention to detail you want. I wouldn't say I was the most attentive or most careful, and I still think it came out really nice. So let's look at the other side, see if I notice any obvious difference in height. And to be honest, I don't see any perceivable difference in height or spacing. I mean, yeah, I guess I can get on my ruler and measure things, but maybe that one looks a little bit closer than the other side, but do I really need to? No one else is going to notice it except for me. Another thing you'll see on my litter throughout my garage, the pull tabs. Some of the pull tabs conveniently are pre-started, so you don't have to use tweezers and stuff to get it started and mask it off. I did mask different parts of it. I think I mentioned it in a different clip, but just a nice convenience feature. And yeah, as you're applying this, just pull the pull tabs carefully and at the same time run your hand along as you're pulling it, just to make sure there's no gaps or anything like that. This whole thing took me about 45 minutes to do. The prep wasn't too bad. The installation wasn't too bad. I definitely think anyone can do this themselves. Just have a little bit of patience and don't be careless. And maybe a heat gun too is pretty useful. And yeah, you get this thing installed, no problem. If I do get any updates on things coming off or whatever anytime soon, I'll leave it in the comments. But I wish this was more useful. Sorry that big piece of footage where I was actually installing this thing didn't record, but I hope I was still able to give y'all enough information so you can at least know someone else is out there in the world looking for this specific door cladding and wanting to apply it without having professionals do it. So thanks for watching as always, and more soon.